Joining us in the center ring is Congressman Juan Ciscomani to help us cut through the noise and give us some straight up predictions here. And Congressman, why did you and your Republican colleagues vote against shutting the government down?
Hey, James C. Great way to ask the question. I would say, first of all, that's our job, right? You signed up to legislate. We're in Congress. This is where the funding is negotiated and comes from. So that is our job, first of all. But also a shutdown, and we've known this, hurts people. You named a bunch of them right now: troops, CBP agents, air traffic controllers, countless families that depend on a paycheck. That yes, they'll get back pay at some point, but I mean, you take a paycheck away from half of or more of the people that I just mentioned in these groups. Many of them live on the paycheck to paycheck sequence here, so we have to make sure that we take care of them. People pay a lot of taxes for then the government to just shut down because these guys can't do a 7-week extension of a CR they already voted for.
Correct.
Just 6 months ago. It's outrageous.
It is outrageous. What exactly do Democrats want in return for keeping Border Patrol agents, TSA screeners, and air traffic controllers on the job this week?
Oh, you're gonna have some fun with this one. They've got a laundry list, right, of things that they wanna get us to agree to. First of all, it's important to know that this CR, we could have, fit in a lot of our stuff and said, hey, vote for it or not, and shut it down, and we're gonna add all these things. We didn't do any of that. It's called a clean CR, which means, hey, where we are right now, what you voted for, in March and then December of last year, same thing, guys. We're just going to 7 more weeks so we can keep talking about this. We didn't have anything on there. Their demands are to repeal, for example, the border security measures passed through the Working Families Tax Cuts, also known as the Big Beautiful Bill. They want to do away with all the cuts that we've done, for example, on the overspending on the waste, fraud, and abuse side of things, the requirements that we've added for work requirements, and also verification for legality of people being here on the Medicaid issue, for example. So basically they want us to wipe clean the bill that we just passed, the tax cuts, all that they want us to go back on, including a $50 billion rural hospital fund that we have there for rural hospitals so they can be able to pay the bills. They want all this gone. So they want to push this on us. And it's one of those things that Democrats love government until they're trying to shut it down, like right now, right? So it's so ironic what they're trying to do here.
It's kind of crazy. When you look at it, you start to tick it off. You're like, okay, and the fact that, once again, they signed this thing, recently, it's just the same thing. It shows you how they are not serious. We get these continuing resolutions whenever the budget isn't ready. How close are we to seeing a real budget passed for the first time in years, and what's holding it up, Congressman?
Exactly. That's a great point. And I'll answer the question. Also important to note, when people say, well, if Republicans control this, why aren't they just keeping it open? Well, when you have the majority in the House, you control the House. But having the majority in the Senate doesn't make you control the Senate. You need 60 votes in the Senate. So you essentially need at least seven Democrats to come along and vote for this, because we only have 53 Republicans in the Senate. So that's a part of it, which means that any budget that we pass is going to need 7 Democrats in the Senate to vote for it. We essentially or practically wouldn't need a Democrat vote in the House, because we can pass by a pure majority. But in order to pass a budget like you're talking about, that we should be able to, the Senate Democrats and Republicans are going to have to come to some kind of agreement and negotiation there, because you need Democrats to come along and vote, or else we end up in these CRs. And you mentioned they're right. The CRs have been happening for years. So check this out. The same CR that we're voting on now is the same one that we essentially voted on in March, but also in December of 24 and September, this same time last year of 24, the Democrats had no issue voting for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the difference? The guy in the White House changed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing for them that matters. So they were okay not letting the government shut down under Biden, but now under President Trump, they don't want to do that. They passed it in March, and boy, did Schumer take some heat. We know that. We saw it.
Right.
He doesn't want to go through that again. So these guys are playing politics with people's lives, and it's very unfortunate. So we are closer than we've been, because we already passed all 12 bills of the appropriations process, which I'm on, over the summer, and then we already passed 3 of those bills out of the House over to the Senate. So we are making progress. What we're asking for here is 7 more weeks. We're talking here to Thanksgiving to be able to do this, but they want to get everything up front with no negotiation on that.
We don't want that.
So it's not going to happen.
We have Congressman Juan Ciscomani in the center ring. Real quickly, do you think that the Senate should change the rule, the whole filibuster rule?
No, I think it protects. I think it's a long-standing one that has protected the country overall and the role of the Senate. When it's our priorities being held up, we would like to see that gone. But when we're on the other side, we appreciate that. So at this point, we just got to win elections, man. We got to keep on growing that. And the way that the Democrats have been acting, they're putting it in a good place for us. Listen, we've got 2 U.S. senators in the state of Arizona that are Democrat. They should have never won those elections. We have Mark Kelly and Ruben Gallego that voted to shut the government down. So we need to win these elections back and be able to have the majority that we need in both sides, in both chambers.
Congressman, before I let you go, your district is heavily Hispanic, and the NFL just announced Bad Bunny will headline the Super Bowl halftime show. Do you see this as smart outreach to Latinos, or is it more marketing, woke marketing that misses the mark?
Well, I always appreciate a Latino, Hispanic guy out there, a woman making it and being on the big stage. I think they're trying to reach out to them. I'm not sure that this is the right one. I can't say that I've listened to a lot of the songs. I don't think my kids do as well unless they're doing it behind my back. So there are many ways that you can reach out to us. I would suggest reach out to Hispanics with low taxes. Reach out to Hispanics with good education choice on education, safety in our neighborhoods. That will, to me, by anybody on the left trying to reach out to us, that would be a probably more productive way. But listen, it's entertainment. I'll watch the Super Bowl. I don't know if I'll watch the halftime show, but go Cardinals. I'll tell you that. Go Cardinals.
Good answer, Congressman Juan Ciscomani. Maybe we should have played some Bad Bunny for him.
The audience was good on.
We don't want to drive away the audience. Is that what this is?
They should have gotten Carlos Santana if they wanted to.
Yes. Yeah, that would be a good choice. That would be a good choice. I like the way he shifted on that, though. Gave the correct political answer. You want to attract Latinos, low taxes,
Yeah, make our life better.
That's right.